And now, our feature presentation.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Beta Alpha Psi welcome interest meeting for the 2024 fall semester. For those who do not know who I am, my name is Jack Mitchell. I am a graduate accounting major here at Fairleigh Dickinson University, Silberman College of Business. I recently just graduated my bachelor's degree here in accounting, and I'm currently finishing up my 4+1 program here at FDU Silberman in accounting and plan to sit for the CPA exam in May 2025. And I'm also the president of Beta Alpha Psi Nu Sigma chapter. So today we are basically going to go over what is Beta Alpha Psi, what are the requirements of getting in, what is our meeting schedule going to look like, and we're also going to talk about some new initiatives that they'll be putting into effect starting this semester. So let me get the slides up here. Bear with me for one quick second. All right. Okay. All right. Hopefully everyone can see this. All right. So our e-board for this semester, Jack Mitchell, president of Nu Sigma chapter. Our vice president is Gloria Petruska, master's accounting major. She also recently graduated from FDU with her bachelor's degree in May 2024. She's also the president of the Accounting Society here at FDU. Our reporter / secretary is Joseph Lawton, also master's accounting major. He also recently graduated in May 2024 with a bachelor's degree in accounting. And our treasurer is Richard Lewis, senior finance major. And he is also, fun fact, he's on the FDU lacrosse team here at the Forum campus. Our two faculty advisors, Dr. Collier and Dr. Sampath. And some of you who've been with us for a couple of years, you may be wondering, where is Professor McGregor? Well, he has now been appointed the brand new head of the accounting department here at FDU Silberman. So from all of us here at Nu Sigma chapter, congratulations, Dr. McGregor. Wish you nothing but the best, and you're always welcome to come back to BAP anytime. Just turn that out there. But all right, on to the serious stuff. So who is or what is BAP? So BAP, or Beta Alpha Psi, is an international honors organization consisting of accounting majors, finance majors, and MIS majors. For those who do not know what MIS means, it means Management Information Systems. So the day in the life of what BAP, what we do is that we invite accounting firms, companies, organizations, and even other accounting societies to visit our campus on the Forum campus and our Metro campus and present business topics and network with all of us students. So the objectives: we want to recognize outstanding academic achievements in the field of accounting, finance, and information systems. We also want to promote the study and practice of professional fields relating to these disciplines. We also want to provide opportunities for self-development and association among members and practicing financial professionals. And then lastly, encourage a set of ethical, social, and public responsibilities. So before we go over our schedule for the fall semester, I just want to say that this year in particular is going to be a very special year for the Nu Sigma chapter, because this year will be our 10-year anniversary as the chapter being founded. So for those who do not know, in May of 2014, the chapter was petitioned by BAP, by the national chapter. And then 2 years later, in May 2016, it got chartered. So this entire academic year will be our 10-year anniversary tour. The e-board and I are basically be bringing in some FDU alumni who have been with Beta Alpha Psi in the past as a way of celebrating the 10 years that we've been around. And again, we have a lot of big hitters that we're going to give you guys. Some big companies, some small companies, some in the middle. Obviously, it'll be something for everybody. But I will say this was going to be our biggest year we have ever had. And I hope you guys are very pumped up and excited for it. So just to get a disclaimer, for the meetings, all of our meetings, unless specified otherwise on our website, which is right down there, bapfdu.wixsite.com, or on our social media pages, it'll be every Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30 on the Forum campus, where I'm currently recording this now, is in the Monitor Center, room 107. On the Metro campus, it'll be Dickinson Hall, room 1170. And then for members of Vancouver and Roxton, it'll be via Zoom. Please refer to our website, also our link tree for the Zoom links for those. And then, yeah, so to kick off, obviously, today at the time of recording would have been our welcome interest meeting. Just yesterday, we had KPMG come in to speak to us. The meeting recording should be up on our YouTube page by the end of the day today. So be on the lookout for that. Then on the 11th, we're going to have Witham come in. On the 17th, we're going to have our accounting and finance recruiting fair. So this will be co-hosted not only by FDU Career Center, FDU Silberman, but also Beta Alpha Psi, New Sigma chapter. Two big changes are coming for this career fair. The first one is that this is going to be a combined career fair between the FDU Career Center's career fair they hold in the spring and our accounting and finance recruiting fair that FDU Silberman hosts in the fall. They're mashing into one. The second big change is that this is going to be held on the Metro campus for the first time. So if anybody at the Florida campus is interested in going, please talk to Pat Wire about transportation. I do know that they are looking to get a couple kids to go to the Metro campus. So if you are interested and you want free transportation, please talk to Pat Wire about it. It'll be from 2:30 to 4:30. Then on the 18th, we have the FDU Club Fair on the Florham campus. So the weather's clear. It'll be on the library lawn. If it is raining, it'll be on the Student Center Mall in the Student Center, 11:30 to 1:45 p.m. Then in that same day, we're going to have Deloitte come in. They are one of the big four accounting firms in the world. We do have some successful alumni who were also members of New Sigma who actually received not only internships, but also full-time roles at Deloitte. Then on the 24th, it is going to be our AAB career panel. So this is going to be a multi-chapter crossover event. So we are going to be partnering up with, and I hope I have the list here, the following chapters from Beta Alpha Psi. I know off the top of my head, Stony Brook, NYU, Long Island University, just name a few, and even St. John's University. This event I have stated here, it is optional. However, if you are interested in joining, we will be using Omicron Alpha's Zoom link for that. It will not be ours. So please be very mindful for that one. If you do want to go to it, use their link that we will provide you, not ours. That'll be at 5:30 to 6:30. It'll be via Zoom. We're going to be off on the 25th. The 2nd, we're going to have the IRS come in. I will say that meeting will be a very fun meeting, and I'm not going to say why because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But if you remember when we had IRS come in, you've known why, but don't reveal the surprise. Then on the 9th, we're going to have Thoroughbred Advisors. We do have an FDU alumni coming in to speak on that day. The 16th, we're on off week. And the 23rd, we're going to have PKF O'Connor's Davies come in. Then on the 30th, as a little Halloween treat from New Sigma chapter, we're going to have Goldman Sachs come in. This potentially will be either just a BAP meeting or will be a crossover meeting between us and the Student Managed Investment Fund, where half the meeting will be Beta Alpha Psi, half the meeting will be Student Managed Investment Fund. Again, we will let you know if that does, come about in the next couple of weeks. Then continuing on the 6th of November, Nissi Vokia will come in. 13th, King Financial Network. Former BAP New Sigma chapter member John Wiseman will be coming to speak to us. Fun fact, he was also the vice president at the time I, first started coming to Beta Alpha Psi meetings. Then on the 20th, Colin Resnick will be coming in. Another FDU alumni, Emily Sickinger, will be coming back to speak to us. 27th, off week for Thanksgiving break. And then our induction ceremony is going to be on the December 4th. And that is our fall semester schedule for you. So the protocols. So business casual attire when firms are present. So the way I'm going to tell you guys how this is going to work is this. If the firm is coming in person, business casual. If they're coming in virtually, which means they're not going to be physically in person, casual clothes is fine. But when the firms are here in person, please dress business casual and please bring resumes. Attentiveness is important. So again, no extracurricular activities during these firm meetings. If you are on Zoom, please try to have your camera on at all times. Audio must be on mute unless you're asking a question. Again, they are taking time out of their day to come and speak to us, and we want to show them their undivided attention. So please show them respect. And again, you're not only representing yourselves, but also representing the chapter and FDU as a whole. So there's three types of memberships here at BAP. So FDU Accounting Society member. So just by you watching this or becoming one of our meetings, you'll become an FDU Accounting Society member. Then we have BAP candidates. So they've completed all the requirements, but not yet formally inducted. And then Beta Alpha Psi, New Sigma member. They complete all the requirements and they've been formally inducted. I will talk about what those requirements are going to look like in the next couple slides. Now, obviously, I did include a video. I'm not going to show it because obviously you probably could view on your own time. This art obviously will be posted on our website for you guys to view it at your own time. The membership benefits. So just becoming a member of BAP, you do get the recognition of the academic achievement, excellent networking opportunities with employers and other students. There's the eligibility for scholarships. So I do know there's a couple scholarships that we've had some of our members receive. Just to name some off the top of my head, the NJCPA Student Scholarship, the IMA, CMA Scholarship, to just name a few. Opportunities to participate on community service activities and then membership and associated activities. They look excellent in your resume. And trust me, when you go into an interview for an internship or entry-level job and they see Beta Alpha Psi, that instantly will be like, oh, a good talking point to bring up. So before I talk about candidacy requirements, I just want to talk about the achievements and recognitions we received last academic year. So our chapter last year had a big year in a huge way. First, we attended both the mid-year meeting and the annual meeting. The mid-year meeting we attended was in Indianapolis, Indiana, and then the annual meeting was at Orlando, Florida. One of our members was accepted to compete in the 2024 Project Run With It competition. So for those who do not know what that is basically you're assigned to a group of 3 or 4 people. You're assigned then to a nonprofit organization, and you're given the task of creating a solution for that nonprofit. It is a worthwhile experience. And also we competed in the chapter operations competition, which when we went up for the peer review judging, we scored a perfect score in all categories. So I'm very, very happy that our chapter was able to do that. We competed in the 2023 Bloomberg Global Trading Challenge. That was October of last year. Some of our members did compete in that. Also, some of our members attended the Quinnipiac Game Forum in March of this year. We also created our very own website and our new TikTok account we have. The biggest one that I am super proud of as president and also just being a member here is for the first time in the 10-year history of the New Sigma chapter being founded, we have achieved gold superior chapter status. So for those of you who do not know what that is, basically every chapter has hit a certain requirement each year to just be accredited. There's certain requirement to hit for bronze, for silver, and for gold. You have to go above and beyond. The year before that, we almost hit gold, but we just didn't go to the annual or mid-year meetings this year. Last year, we were able to hit that. So again, we are very, very proud to receive this honor. And I believe we are the only BAP chapter in the state of New Jersey for this year that's stated to be a gold chapter. So that's kind of, a little bonus right there just to, show that off. But again, we're hoping to repeat that again and to, get more involved as the semester goes on and as well as the year progresses as well. All right, so BAP candidate eligibility. So the student, you must have matriculated at least 3 semesters. So that means if you're currently a freshman right now, you cannot run for candidacy. If you are a sophomore, you then are eligible. Sophomore and above, you're eligible to go. If you're a transfer student, you need at least have 1.5 years of college. So that is also very important. Again, I'm just looking at my speaker notes here. I just don't want to make sure I'm not saying one thing. But again, if you're still a freshman, again, you cannot become a candidate, but you're always welcome to come to Beta Alpha Psi meetings. And believe me, that's how I actually got started with BAP. I started out as a Accounting Society member. Even though I wasn't a member of BAP, I came to every single one of these meetings. And then when it came time to do candidacy, I basically wiped everything out, got knocked out all my requirements, and became a member within, I think, my sophomore year in the fall semester. You must declare a major in accounting, finance, or MIS. Now, you can declare a minor either one of these, but as long as your major is one of the 3, you're good. You must complete at least 1 major core class beyond the business core class. So I did include this in the speaker notes, but I'm just going to read this for anyone who wants to hear it. For the accounting majors, that would be either accounting 3241, which is intermediate financial accounting 1, and or accounting 3243, which is cost accounting measurements control. They usually have this, you guys take at the same time for your accounting majors. So if you're taking both, great. For finance majors, it basically will be your principles of financial analysis or your intermediate financial analysis class. Even though sometimes on self-service, it'll say this is not a finance core class, we will allow it because, again, it's very different how finance majors even get in. And then for MIS majors, it would be either CSCI 2216, Intro to Computer Science 2, and or CSCI 2255, discrete structures. And then the overall GPA requirement is a 3.2 for graduate students, because again, graduate students can still get involved and can still join Beta Alpha Psi. The GPA requirement is lowered to a 3.0. All right, so for candidacy requirements, so you must submit a candidacy application. Again, you can find it on our website. You can also find it on our link tree. You will then pay the $100 application fee. So the $100 application fee, it breaks down to two things: $75 one-time membership fee, and then a $25 annual fee. And believe me, I know it seems like a lot of money, but trust me, after that, the price goes way down after that. Attendance is required at 10 professional meetings. So this right now would technically be a meeting. Our community service event, which we will announce at a later date. And then you must come to the induction meeting in order to be a member. For tutoring, you have to complete at least 4 hours of tutoring per semester or 8 hours of tutoring in the school year. And by the way, if no one shows up for the tutoring hours, you will still get credited for those hours. So my advice is get them in early while you still can, because they usually will start coming around midterms and final season. They usually start cramming in. So you want to get them done and over with, do it the first 2 weeks. The application deadline is going to be Wednesday, September 25th. Now, at the time of this recording, you probably have all received an email from Dr. Scott McGregor, and he had made the announcement that membership is being accepted now, and that the fee for the first 10 qualified applicants, so the first 10 people that apply to become a BAP candidate, your application fee, this $100 will be waived off. We already have one as of right now, so there's 9 spots available. So again, if you want to get in for free, do it now. Trust me. This is the first time we've ever done this. So my advice is get it now before those 9 spots are up. And then after those 10 people have already gotten it, then everyone else, you have to pay the $100. Again, what we've started to do this year, we're making a checklist. So we have one for candidates and we have one for members. So again, to become a member, everything that I just stated on this slide, more of a simple way of seeing it, more of a Cliff Notes way of viewing it. For our member requirements, attendance is required at 80% of our professional meetings, half of the community service events and fundraising events we hold, and then the year-end induction. What I mean by that is basically the end of the semester inductions. You have to show up to those. 8 hours of tutoring services in the school year, and then $25 annual fee. And again, everything I just did on there, simplified like that. Moving on to types of service. So again, networking, BAP with the PDP program, the accounting and finance recruiting fair that we'll be co-hosting, mentorship. If you want to be mentored by anybody here at BAP, any member, any e-board member, or even one of the faculty advisors, please let one of us know. The multi-chapter event that we'll be participating in towards the end of September, and then tutoring. So our head tutor is going to be none other than our vice president and president of the Accounting Society, Gloria Petruska. These are the tutoring hours: Friday and Saturday. I should replace that. Friday and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Zoom link is going to be on our link tree and on our website. Please keep yourself updated on social media and via the emails for any changes to those tutoring hours. All right, so the idea is going forward. So the e-board and we went over the summer and we said we wanted to change some things about BAP. So that way, we make things not only easier, but also some new things that will excite you guys. One of them, you've probably already seen already, the candidacy member checklist. We're also creating a candidate member manual. We're going to add a course on Web Campus about BAP to streamline this information. The introduction, the reflection papers rule, and then the 2 big ones that I am very pumped to announce. the BAP AI frequently asked questions chatbot, and our GPT tutor bot that is to be used during all outside regular tutoring hours. I know it seems like a lot of exciting stuff, and trust me, we're going to go over all that right now. So the candidate member manual. So some of this stuff we did present at the annual meeting in July. And I will tell you from experience, when we presented this, multiple chapters came up to us afterwards and said, wow, that's amazing that you're doing these things. We never even thought of doing that. So students are confused on what to do to join Beta Alpha Psi. So what we're going to do is we create a candidate member manual to guide them through the processes. So basically everything I just did in the slides, but on piece of paper. We want to enhance the clarity and set the expectations for the candidates and members coming in. Obviously, the manual will be posted by the end of the week this week, so it'll be available for next week. And it will also be on our link tree and website as well. I'm going to skip the checklist because we probably already went over that already. The next thing that I'm very excited to talk about is our outreach at Web Campus course. So potential candidates and members are not getting the necessary information about BAP. So in the past, you probably remember we've sent you emails via Outlook, and majority of the time, sometimes either you guys do not get the emails, or B, they just go to junk mail. So what we have decided to do is we are creating a organization / course on our LMS system that FDU has, which is Web Campus, to streamline this information to you guys. This basically want to do is to improve communication and member engagement with you guys. So lucky for you, we did not do this when we had the live welcome interest meeting. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys a live demo of what this webcam is going to look like. Obviously, everyone has already been added to it already, but if you need a tutorial on how to use it and where to find it, this is going to be the time to do it. So let me get this set up real quick. Okay. All right, let me do this. Okay. Hopefully everyone can see my screen. So you're not going to find BAP in courses. You're going to find them in organizations. So this tab right here, BAP is going to be right there. This is on because I am the editor. I'm going to change it to student mode. So this is what you're going to see when you go on Web Campus for BAP. So all of our announcements are going to be posted on here. What we're going to be doing now is that every Monday at 11 o'clock, you guys are going to get an email from us going over all the events we're doing for this week, instead of, getting the multiple blasts that we've been doing in the past, because we figured that's basically turning you guys away from joining BAP. So we figured just do one email for the week, the start of the week, Monday. It's better. If you go over here, so content, what we've done is streamlined all the information to be everywhere, to be on this page, so it's organized. Don't click on archive, because that is basically everything from 2016. Because funny enough, back in the day, BAP actually has used this before, but then they disbanded in 2017, and we decided we're going to bring it back. So we had to clean up a lot of stuff on this page. That way you guys are able to view it. So you go into 2024, 2025, the fall semester. And then basically here we posted our schedule, our candidate and member checklist, our PowerPoint that I'm showing you right now, our tutoring hours, basically the link there. The application form is right there as well. And then what I've also done for you guys is that I really want you guys getting involved this year and put your best foot forward. So you actually can receive free memberships to some of these state societies. So I did include directions on how to sign up for a free NJCPA student membership, if you've not done so already, a free AICPA student membership, and a free IIA student membership. IIA is the Institute of Internal Auditors. The AICPA is the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. And then NJCPA is New Jersey Certified Public Accountants, the state society for New Jersey. All the directions are there. I highly advise you to take advantage of this, because this is going to help greatly, help you within your career. This, and then also, and then after that, and then you hear the discussions. So this might be a good time to segue over into the next big change that we will be implementing starting this semester. And that is none other than the reflection papers rule. So if you remembered in the past, if anybody cannot make a meeting, we always put our meetings up on YouTube. All you would have to do, write a one-page reflection paper, send it to us, and you'll get counted for credit. In the past couple of years, people have not been submitting their stuff in on time. They've been submitting at the end of the semester. So to buckle down on this, we are creating the reflection papers rules. Now, as a disclaimer, this applies to all BAP candidates and members. So if you are not a BAP or BAP member or candidate, this does not apply to you. But if you are a candidate or member, please listen up because it's very, very important about what I'm about to say next. So starting this year, if you're unable to make a meeting because you're either sick, you have work at that time, if you have class, and I will say this, if you do have class during our meeting times, please don't ditch your class to come here. Go to class first. We want you guys put your academics first and then put this second. And if you are a student athlete, and I will say this, if you are a student athlete, please come see me. I basically will talk to you and we can work something out because I know you guys have a very busy schedule with, practices and games. So believe me, I used to be a student athlete in high school. I get it. So yeah, so you must do the following in order. You must reach out to any e-board member within 24 hours before the meeting, so to let either myself, Gloria, Joe, or Ricky know. You then will watch the meeting recording, which will be posted on our YouTube channel. This usually be uploaded by 9 p.m. every Wednesday night. You then will write a one-page reflection paper. So this must include the following. Obviously, your name, the date of the meeting, the speaker or firm, what was the meeting about, and what did you learn from this meeting and any thoughts you had going into it. Note, and I'm very, very lean on this, you can write this in bullet points or full sentences as long as there's a one single space page, as it meets that requirement. You could go more in depth if you want, but as long as it's one single space page, you're good. So reflection papers must be submitted on the discussion page on Web Campus before the start of the next meeting. So for those who were, when I look back at it, obviously this is why we make the discussion board. So every time our meeting is done, we will put the meeting recording, we'll put the YouTube link in the description. You basically will do, like I said, you'll do the directions that are posted for the rule. You then will write your reflection paper, you'll post it in here, and then basically we will look at it, we will make sure it does match out, and then you'll get counted for your attendance if you miss the event. Oh, and one thing I will mention about this, there will be some times in the schedule where we will have an off week. So let me explain about that right now, just so that everyone understands. So let's just say hypothetically, now I'm just gonna throw us out there example, if you were to miss the Deloitte meeting and you basically told us in advance you can't make it, your reflection paper would not be due on the 25th, but it'll be due on October 2nd because we are off on the 25th. And I believe that only happens 2 other times where, like another example, if you can't attend the Thoroughbred Advisors meeting, your reflection paper for that will be due on the 23rd. If you weren't able to make the Cohen-Resnick meeting, your reflection paper will be due on the 4th of December. So I just want to state that because I know we have 3 instances where we have an off week. It'll be due the next time we meet. If you do not submit by the deadline, you will not receive attendance credit for that meeting. However, we will offer throughout the semester opportunities to make up these attendance credits, so that way you guys will be able to meet these requirements. These is what I like to call our attendance makeup event schedule. So we are going to make these announcements every Monday, and we're going to state this every week, but just to make sure everyone's on the same page, this schedule will be consistently updated throughout the semester. So please refer to our website, our web campus page, Linktree, and socials for any announcements, for any additions. All the Zoom links are going to be provided through Web Campus, our website, Linktree. All events, even if you're an accounting society member or a candidate or member, they are optional. They are not required. They are optional. However, if you are going to use this as a makeup for one of the attendances you missed, one of our regular BAP meetings, you can use this. However, the same rules apply as if you were attending a regular BAP meeting. You must do the same thing. You must let one of us know in advance. That way we can note that you are going to this event to make up a BAP New Sigma chapter meeting attendance. The schedule looks like this. Now, some of these are going to be offered by not only the BAP's national office. Some will be provided through AICPA. Some will be provided by the CFA Institute, by the IIA, NJCPA, and so much more. Obviously, these events are optional. If you want to go to them, please do. If you don't want to go to them, that's totally fine. But if you do need to go to one of these events to make up for your attendance, please do so. Because again, we don't want to see anyone, going through the candidacy process and they didn't hit the attendance requirement because they didn't go to a makeup event. I'm not going to read all these, but they're all there. All the Zoom links, by the way. If we go into Web Campus real quick, go into here. If you go back into content, you go back to 2024, back in the fall semester, we have included then the attendance makeup schedule. That is right here. All the registration links, everything right there for you guys. And by the way, this will be consistently updated. So this is as of yesterday. But if we do find any other events that we think would be good for you guys to go to, just again, as optionally, we will update that. We'll let you guys know. But that is basically what we'll be implementing starting this year. All right, my favorite two things we'll be implementing this semester is going to be our BAP AI frequently asked questions chatbot. So I know some of you guys have been asking us consistently about questions about BAP. Even after we give you guys the PowerPoints, the handbooks, the checklists, some of you guys still have questions. So we're decided to do, we're going to make a all-in-one AI chatbot to answer anyone's questions regarding Beta Alpha Psi, mainly our chapter. The advantages, again, this is going to be cost efficient, accessible 24/7. This will also enhance our candidate member support. So we do actually have the live demo for you, and we actually have named the bot. So ladies and gentlemen, say hello. Hopefully I have the right one. To Inform New. This is going to be our frequently asked questions chatbot. This will be utilizing GPT 3.5 as the API key. Our knowledge base is going to be based on the Constitution, the bylaws from the national chapter, our bylaws, our schedule, our checklist, and our handbook. So this will be as accurate as it can. So let's just say, for example, if I wanted to ask, what are the requirements to join Beta Alpha Psi New Sigma chapter? And once I hit that, you will then see that it will basically show you everything that you need to know right from our knowledge base we have. And this bot will be up 24/7, 365 days a year. Hope you guys are excited for that one. The biggest one that I'm very pumped to be showing you guys is, this was basically showed at the annual meeting as a live demo. This was a test pilot. So again, just bear with us. Just ignore that. And that was that. So all of our social media accounts, so Beta Alpha Psi New Sigma chapter, LinkedIn, on YouTube, BAP_FDU, X, our Twitter account, BAP FDU, our TikTok account, LinkedIn, our website, which is the Wix website, and then also our web campus course that is also there. But that is basically everything you need to know about Beta Alpha Psi New Sigma chapter. Again, we are very excited for this academic year. I hope you guys are very excited as well, because again, we are planning some big stuff, not only for this semester, but for next semester coming in. But yeah, so with that being said, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching our first meeting of the fall semester to kick things off. And we will see you guys at our next meeting, whenever that is. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.